Hey, what you doing? You asleep?
Motherfuckers, your homeboy Blaze back at it again, once again, and again, and again, and again, for the fucking 17 to the 18 to the 2020s. Well, anyways, it came to my attention that not a lot of people remember me. Sad face. Nah, it's all good. I want to get into maybe a little bit of how I got my name, because I know a lot of people might think that I got it from Blaze Your Dead Homie, but that is not the case. I actually got my name Blaze way before I even was a juggalo. The way I got it was, I would play this game on GameCube called Def Jam. It was a fighting game over rappers, right? I don't know if any of y'all remember it, but it was a fighting game over Def Jam Records, and basically they just had all the roster of rappers, and it was like a Street Fighter, but it was with rappers, and that shit was fucking sick to me, and I still remember it to this day. It was fucking sick, okay? And there's this guy on there, I believe he's a producer. His name is Just Blaze. And I was like 6 or 7 years old. No, I'm lying. I was maybe 9 or 10. I was like 9 or 10 years old, and I was playing this game, and I remember seeing the name Just Blaze. And I don't know why, I was really, I would always pick that character, and I would always fight with that character. He had like a chain with a fucking, I don't know what it was like a needle, you know what I'm saying? And I just really like that name. So, fast forward 4 years later, I'm chilling with my friends, right? And I was barely getting into like trying to be a little fucking drug dealer and shit. So I was selling this fucking weed, some Reggie weed, right? And I'm not gonna lie, this shit was pretty bad. I mean, it wasn't dark, but it was like real green and real leafy. It was like some shit. It was like some shit that you had to let out and dry before you could even smoke it, you know what I'm saying? And we were all sitting around in my homeboy's house, back in my old school days of my clique and my friends. And I was about maybe 14 years old, around there. And we're sitting there and we're like, hey, we should call everybody nicknames and this and that, you know what I'm saying, like young kids. And for some reason, I got to choose my name. You know what I'm saying? I was like, fuck it, I want to be Blaze. and they didn't really see it. I mean, I'm the one that taught them how to smoke, since I had older brothers. I mean, when we first had our smoking experience, back when I was like 12 years old, I had jacked some weed from my brothers, and I went out to show my friends. And I was like, oh, check this out, bro, I just jacked some weed from my brothers. And I'm like, oh shit, let's smoke. I was like, here, roll it. Everybody stay looking at me like, hey bro, we don't know how to roll. Ah, fuck it, I'll roll it. I'll roll it. Now, I didn't know how to roll, but I would see my brothers, and I basically did what they did. My first joint was pretty fucked up. I'm not gonna say it wasn't. It was pretty fucked up, but it was smokable. And for my first experience, everybody looked like, oh, Blaze knows how to do this shit, and you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers would gas me up like that. And, well, because of all that, and knowing that I was the one that taught them how to do this shit, they didn't see anything wrong with calling me Blaze, so the name really stuck to me. Like, up till this day, my homeboys still come around and like, hey, what's up, Blaze? I'm chilling, dog, you know what I'm saying? And, my fucking gamer tag on Xbox is Blaze. My rap name became Blaze, but that was just because, I mean, it was already there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really, I mean, I started flowing when I was like, I want to say when I was like 8 or 9, when I was already really accustomed to speaking English. And I would listen like to SPM, and I would listen to like the old Tupac, and I began my first experiences with rap was like Eminem and shit like that. And I really liked the greedy flow that Eminem had. And to me, it was a shit. Like, to me, Eminem was a shit when I was young. And then later on, finding out that ICP and Eminem had this thing. And that was on that, and that I found that out like my second year being a juggalo. It didn't phase me. Like, it wasn't like, oh, fuck Eminem or anything like that. Like, it didn't matter to me. But it was funny. Like, I would look back at the tracks they busted out, and I was like, God damn, these guys were actually in a beef, and I had never noticed. I mean, on the Marshall Mathers EP, I listened to that shit back when I was fucking. The first time I listened to it, it was back when I was 8 or 9 years old, and I remember that verse. He's like, faggot too dope and violent gay, screaming Detroit when y'all live 20 miles away. He's like, and I don't wrestle, I knock your faggots the fuck out. All that shit, I remember those lines. I just never knew who they were towards, you know what I'm saying? That shit was pretty sick. But going back to the whole Blaze thing, that's the way I got my name. My name Blaze was because I got to choose my nickname. And later on, it became my rap name when I would go to school and do those little flow sessions in the cafeteria with my friends and shit like that. Okay, and then the name motherfucker. Well, that's from The Tempest. It's from a song I Do This, where Shaggy and Violent J are expressing the friendship they have for. I don't know if it's to themselves or to somebody else, but they're just explaining the friendships that they have with them. And the way I really got in touch with the song was because of my friend Juggler956, which you're going to hear a lot of because he's the reason that I got into this shit. Now, Juggler956, me and him, we would go through a lot of rough patches where we wouldn't see eye to eye because, I mean, we would hang out so much that sometimes we would not agree with each other and we would hate each other. And for some reason, every time we would put on that song, we just felt like we felt connected, like we're homeboys, like we're down ass homeboys. To this day, we're still down ass homeboys, no matter what the fuck bullshit we've gone through. And we've never done anything that bad to say, oh, you stabbed me in the back. It was just disagreements over bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And for me, it felt like that song was a perfect representation of what I want to be. Like, I'm that motherfucker. As in, I'm that motherfucker you can count on, you know what I'm saying? And if you haven't heard that song, go listen to it. I do this all the time. It's the way of my life, every day of my life, you know what I'm saying? That song is fucking sick. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. But that's how I got my name, the motherfucker. Now, I didn't get that name until I started doing YouTube, which isn't that long ago, maybe a month ago, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, I just want to express myself on how I got the names that I got and how I thought of what I wanted to name myself, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Blaze goes back way before. I mean, that has nothing to do with Blaze, Your Dead Homie. When I listened to Blaze, Your Dead Homie, when I first got into the Juggalo shit, I didn't really like him. I mean, I don't know if it was because of his name, because his name was so resembled to mine, or just because I just didn't like the way he flowed or anything like that. But I mean, the album that really got me into him was his first album, which is no, not his first album. I think he busted out like a mixtape before that one. But the album, One Less G in the Hood. That album was a banger, and And I remember my homeboy Juggler, he was like, nah, dog, you got Blaze all wrong, bro. He's pretty good. I was like, nah, I don't think so. He's like, dude, you need to listen to his old school shit. Listen to the One Less G in the Hood. I was like, fine, I'll download it. I'm a cheap motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So I download everything. I don't give a fuck. So yeah, man, I downloaded it and I just fell in love with that motherfucker too. And to this day, I mean, I still keep my name Blaze because of the sentimental value it has. Oh, like everybody knows me. Everybody that knows me knows Blaze, and I kind of kept it as like a persona. You know, like Gabriel and Blaze, I feel like they're two different people, but I just after a while the lines fade and. You know, it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That was just me back in high school, my mentality. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I hope you enjoyed this. It's your homeboy Blaze. I'm that mother. Wait. Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck. How the fuck were you gonna stop this video without giving shout outs to Creepyhead, man? I told Creepyhead, I was like, dude, nobody remembers my name, bro, because he is stumbling around my... And a lot of people do stumble on my name. They're like, mfnmf, like, yeah. But no, it's motherfucker, dog, hey. Well, yeah, Creepyhead, wait, thanks for the fucking love, bro. Thanks for the love. I didn't think you were going to make a video addressing it. But that's badass. Everybody, go to Creepyhead's channel. Go subscribe to that motherfucker. I mean, he puts out a lot of his. He doesn't put out a lot of videos, but the videos that he does put up are pretty funny. And I don't know, dude. I enjoy his fucking content. Lately he hasn't been putting stuff on, but before he would put on maybe like every 2 days or so. But yeah, Creepyhead is the shit, man. Go hit him up. Go subscribe. Go subscribe to OG Juggalo. That motherfucker's an OG, you know what I'm saying? That nigga is very underrated. And I hope he gets more props, you know what I'm saying? He should be getting more props because that motherfucker is an entertainer. I mean, well, I remember he did that edit video about Chuck Reeves. That shit had me laughing for days. Sometimes I still go back to watch it. When he's like, I put the finest oils. I was like, God damn. This motherfucker had the cooking oil. You know what? I'm just gonna stop it right there. It's your homeboy Blaze. I'm that motherfucking motherfucker. And I hope you enjoy this shit. Peace.
Hey, what you doing? You asleep?